An elderly Cowichan Valley man has been killed in a freak accident in his own yard. He was doing some work outside, cutting down a tree, when the massive trunk came down on top of him. Neighbors and emergency crews raced to free him, but by the time they lifted the tree, it was too late. CTV's Scott Cunningham was on the scene and has the story.
A rescue mission quickly becomes a recovery in North Cowichan.
This gentleman, succumbed to his injuries, and our hearts go out to the family, to the friends.
Just before noon, a 911 call is made from Marshall Road. Neighbors and crew from a nearby construction site hear a loud noise. Later, they would realize it was the sound of a tree falling on an 83-year-old man. RCMP say the elderly Duncan man was using a chainsaw to fall a tree in his backyard. A small backhoe was meant to direct the timber to a safe landing. RCMP say that didn't happen.
It was a mature, large tree that ended up falling on him, and he was pronounced dead later on scene.
At the request of the man's family, Duncan RCMP say they will not be releasing the name of the deceased, but say they will issue a warning tonight to anyone venturing into their backyard for spring cleaning.
Even the most experienced of fallers need to take heed, and that anything can happen at any time, and this is case in point.
While tragic, RCMP say this case should be an example of how dangerous falling trees can be, confirming that the 83-year-old man was an experienced logger and still became the victim of a trade he mastered in his younger days.
Always be on guard, I would say. I'm not an experienced tree faller myself. I've done it before, but I can't imagine the complexities that goes into certain trees.
Police say the victim's family was inside the home when the accident happened. Unaware that their loved one had been hurt, they're now being offered counseling by Victim Services. Scott Cunningham, CTV News, Duncan.